Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have you here. Today I'm making my favorite holiday dinner side, my garlic mashed potatoes. Today I'm using 3 types of potatoes. I'm using yellow fingerling potatoes, Yukon Gold, and 1 russet potato. I do prefer to keep the skins on. You can always peel them before we place them into the pot to boil. We are going to cut these potatoes about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch just to ensure the proper cooking throughout all the different textures of potatoes today. And once the potatoes are done being cut, we're going to fill the pot with water until they're all submerged and place this right on the stove on high heat. We're going to cover this and cook for 25 to 35 minutes depending on the size of your potatoes. And I did end up cooking mine for around 37 minutes. And once they are completed, I do start to poke around to ensure they're all done. Since they were 3 different types of potatoes, I wanted to make sure they were all cooked pretty evenly. You should see when I'm poking it with the fork, some of the potatoes fall apart, some of them fall off the fork, and the other one you have to push off with the side of the pot just a bit. But this is how I know that they are perfect, and we'll be straining them in just a moment. I place my colander in my clean sink, and this is where I'll be straining my potatoes. Please be careful when you're doing this. The steam is extremely hot, and we want to make sure we're getting out as much liquid as possible. We definitely don't want these to be watery. After about 2 to 3 minutes of the potatoes draining, we are going to place them back into the pot. And on a heat-resistant surface, you're going to start adding in all of the delicious ingredients. First off, I'm going to be adding 4 tablespoons of salted butter. This way, I don't have to add as much salt during the process. And for the dry ingredients, we'll be adding 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of dried parsley, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. I really enjoy seasoning my food in layers, so even though there's not additional liquid at this point, I am going to be mashing up those seasonings into the potatoes and butter at this time. Now that we're mashed halfway through, I'm going to be adding 1/4 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese and also 1/4 cup of whole milk. You can always go dairy-free, but I found in those alternatives that whole milk or heavy cream are definitely one of the best to use within mashed potatoes. It gets them super creamy. And for the last bit of dairy in these mashed potatoes, I will be adding 8 ounces of full fat sour cream. This gives the potatoes such a tangy finish, really super creamy. I have used Greek yogurt in place of the sour cream before, as also I've done in previous recipes on my channel. If you prefer to do it that way to get some extra protein in, I totally recommend. I continued to mash the potatoes until my desired texture. They were soft, creamy, and fluffy. They go so well with all of your proteins, some vegetables, and any type of gravies and sauces you have on the dinner table this holiday season. Thank you again so much for watching. I'm so happy to have you here. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my page, and share this with any friends or family who you may think would benefit from my video. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye!